to the stream. Today I'll be playing some Maplestory, and just yesterday, last night basically, a new update has happened in Global Maplestory, and it's the Glory update, which KMS had in the summer earlier this year. So it's out now in Global Maplestory, and I decided why not check it out. And to this day, I still regret not doing the Black Mage event back in winter, earlier this year, like winter, late 2018, early 2019. I still regret not doing that one because I ended up not playing Maplestory 1 at the time. I ended up playing Maplestory 2 instead. Yeah, anyways, here we are. I'm on my main character here, my main in the game, and we're gonna play. Okay, so what's this stuff though? What's this? Event ends 12/3/29. Okay. Okay. Come to an end. Yeah, I missed the event. And I did at least like watch YouTube videos of people who did play it, so I am caught up, and I am sad that I didn't get to play it myself. If I had to play it myself now, I had to actually be level 250. It's insane. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not putting this full screen. It's on windowed because full screen looks weird on a desktop that's like 2K. As the battle raged in Tenebris, the war between good and evil reached the climax. Fire! Fire! My awkward reading skills. The Alliance fought valiantly in a desperate bid to save their world. They defied a transcendent. Here it comes! Take cover! Countless heroes sacrificed their lives. In their darkest hour, it seemed all hope for Maple World was lost. But the Alliance stubbornly held its ground, awaiting the perfect moment to strike their final blow. White Spear, full speed ahead, into the heart of the giant. At Empress Cygnus' command, the White Spirit charged into the final battle against the Black Mage. The adversary accessed the Seal Stone's power. And the Sword of Light finally pierced the Black Mage's heart. When you discovered that I had put you on this path, when you began to doubt your free will, what did you feel? Every time you told me about the path of destiny, I knew I had to find a way off of it. And that's just it. If I had given up, you never would have found that strength within you. You've done what I could never do. Never forget that strength. With that, the Black Mage disappeared, ending a centuries-old battle for survival. aftermath. I got the lag. I hope it doesn't crash. Kaiser, what are you doing here? Oh, hello, Angelic Buster. I was just leaving, actually. I came looking for Tira, but I must have missed her. Oh, I see. I should have come sooner. What are you doing here? I was here for Tira too. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know why in canon she still hasn't told him yet. Why? Why is this still canon that she hasn't told him yet? Yeah, she's hard to track down. And I worry about her. The look of disappointment is clearly written on Kaiser's face. You don't need to worry about her. She's been doing great. Huh? But I thought you hadn't seen her in a while. I did, didn't I? Well, you know how it is between close friends. Even 2 days apart seems like forever. Sure. Well, since she's not here, I'm going to head out. If you see her, tell her hello from me. Wait! Don't go! Tyr wanted me to tell you something about, Yeah? The rock! The Radiant Rock! At the hideout. Tyr wanted me to tell you thanks. Okay. Did she say anything else? She said it's really nice. And she was touched. And it's really pretty. She said all that. All of it. Did she look happy? Oh yeah! I've never seen her happier. Oh. I see. At this news, Kaiser looks even more sad. It used to be that Tyr would, well, tear up if I gave her a gift like that. Sometimes she'd practically cry her eyes out. I love the way she smiles when she's teary-eyed with joy. Oh. But you're probably right. I shouldn't worry. It sounds like Tyr's doing just fine on her own. So, she doesn't need me anymore. That's not what I meant. I'll see you around, Angelic Buster. Wait! You can't leave yet! What if Tyr comes by? You could talk to her yourself. I know she's okay now. That's enough. You look like you have a lot on your mind. Yeah, Kaiser said something that made me realize. I used to be kind of a wimp. Actually, I was a major wimp. I cried over everything, but it's not my fault. I had a lot going on. You were very sensitive. Well, Kaiser didn't seem to mind it, and he gave me good advice once when I was really upset. He said, no matter how dark and stormy it might get, the sun always comes to chase the clouds away. That's true. Even the worst of storms passes eventually. So now that you've toughened up and became a hero, what are you going to do next? I'm gonna go make my own rainbow. A rainbow? Yeah, there's always a rainbow at the end of a storm, and since it's been stormy for centuries, it's about time we had a celebratory rainbow. We have a lot to smile about now. And I'll make sure all that smiling starts with something beautiful. Aww. Angelic Buster's my name, and cheering people up is my game. Chip chip. Okay, what's going on? I could post out just importantly, it gives you an official looking letter. It's from the Empress. Oh my god, I don't think I want to read all this. Okay. Warmest greetings, but yeah, my character. I hope this letter finds you well. Thanks to our victory in the war against the Black Mage, our people are finally enjoying peace in Maple World once more. My knights and I are very busy planning for and helping with the rebuilding efforts. That said, we could very much use your assistance. However, the information about it is somewhat sensitive and would prefer to speak with you in person. I look forward to your visit at the outpost. Sincerely, Empress Cygnus. Nothing is wrong. Should get there quickly and find out what's happening. I also have so many characters, so I don't know if I'm able to do, like, all the different scenes. Oh dear. That would be so much. Okay. Guess I will rebuild after a war. More work to do? Okay, short-handed. We still got decayed the last monsters out of Esphera and round up the Black Mage Commander, so I'll just go ask Nineheart. You woke up on the wrong side of bed every day for the past week. Bad mood. Nice knowing you, bye. You know, one thing I do wish is that they actually consider, I'm gonna close this out. They actually consider, like, putting the entire Arcane River story as, like, something separate instead of forcing you to be, like, level 240 to finish it. I do wish that's the case, because it's like, I don't want to just rely on just watching YouTube videos all the time. And to kind of note, this is my highest level character. I have not leveled past 215 yet. Okay, you're here, good. Don't look so good. Is something wrong? Isn't it that obvious? Is it that obvious? Well, to be perfectly frank, we are utterly overwhelmed. And our funds are low. Is it really that bad? Fortunately, yes. We put all of our resources into the war effort, and now there is nothing left with which to rebuild. There has to be a few messes left, at least. Not enough to make a difference. Our people are desperate for supplies that we just don't have. So, what can we do? To be honest, I'm at a complete loss. The Empress does have an idea, however. I'm not quite so confident, but I take it that's why she's contacted me? Yes, we're forming a special task force, and she wants you to lead it. I'll help any way I can. I knew we could count on you. The Empress will give you the details. It is her plan, after all. She's to your left there. Okay. Okay, my throat. I also have bad throat lately because, well, it's getting colder and, yeah. It is almost December at this point, so it is quite cold. Okay, so glad to see you. The Alliance needs your help once again. In past battles, you have stood at the head of vast armies. But now we need a small elite team made of our most talented people. And you are the best the Alliance has to offer. You will be our Paragons, our Glory Guard. That's quite a title. The Glory Guard will carry out special assignments as part of Maple World's ongoing effort to rebuild. Okay, you will play a key role. I will? Yes, if you're willing to dedicate yourself to the cause, that is. Will you lead the Glory and fight to rebuild Maple World and keep it safe? Yeah. You never disappoint. Thank you. From this day forth, you are an honored member of the Glory Guard. Okay, thank you for your service to both the Alliance and Maple World. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, it's the ranking guide. Okay. Is that it for now? There might be more, but I think there is things to do. Okay. Okay, let me just look through this. From what I know, it's basically the same system as Tenebris, and the anniversary events back in the summer. Wait, what was the summer update? I forgot. Oh, I need coins to... Okay. I need coins to upgrade. And quest requirements. Oh, that's easy. Wait, no, I just already asked that. Okay, so equipment stuff. Wait, what is my rank right now? Ooh! Really amazing stuff. A lot of stats, basically. Do we have a skill? So all my link skills, I have so many. Wait, what the heck is this? Oh! Right, this update even added, which characters? Oh, this is, wait, what is this? I'm forgetting all my character names. Oh gosh. I have 42 on Scania, okay? I can't keep track of them all. Yeah, I should have probably added Global Scania in the title of the stream. So I could kind of clear that understanding. Oh yeah, they added unique, yeah, they added, they added, what is it? Oh yeah, there's one character I want to recreate. Okay, that is something I have to do. I know I'm ready, can't add more. I'm trying to see. Cygnus Blessing. Oh, the difficulties. I don't know which ones to pick. Yeah, they changed up the link skills, so adventurers have their own now. Where is my Pope? Okay. This thing. Yeah, I know. I can't see it anymore on the screen. Oh, it's a button. Okay, where would that button be? Let's go put on 6. Okay. Okay, I have to figure things out here a little bit because I'm a little lost. Wait, what's this again? Okay. During the next reward thing. So the 4th of December? I had to wait till the 4th of December? Okay. Trying to see what all this stuff is. Oh, I didn't even notice the thing in the bottom corner. Okay, so I won't be able to do all this, so it's just like a pre-register event stuff right now. What is this? Okay. Let's go see. Basic mission. 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 Okay, sure. Messaging marble. Okay. Glory coins. Oh yeah, the coin system changed a lot in this game, and I really like it, so it doesn't crowd inventory space. What are in these places? What's this? Drill hall. How am I supposed to know what rank I am? I know we're probably like rank, like, 0, but still. Okay, I gotta check something. What is the calendar? I know the date's the 21st, of November where I live. Because, you know, by now it's, not the November 21st in Japan and all. When is the 4th? The 4th is on a Wednesday. Okay. I gotta check so I could plan the next stream. Okay, what to do, what to do. Well, first, let's get out of here. Am I able to have a quest on here? No, I have no quest up. Either the monsters on or you cannot. Okay. Okay, where I'm at is okay. Let's go to Choo Choo Island to grind on enemies. Okay, probably should move my mic out of the way so I can actually control my keyboard. So yeah, this. Yeah, I get used to hearing this character scream a lot. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is the first quest, or one of the quests. You know, I can switch characters and kind of show the other stuff, too. I think it'll let me, like, yeah, I think rankings are separate among characters, so I could show the other, cutscenes. Because every character has a unique one. Well, except explorers have only one among each other, so. Although, at the same time, I kind of don't want to do that because it's so much work to do to kind of do all that. Do I have any easy things? No, I do not. Sad. Anyways, I should probably talk about random stuff while I do all this because it would kind of be a bit boring if I just, like, not talk about stuff. Although, what should I talk about? I could talk about Trails again. Trails Gaseki series, but I don't know. There's no invisible time limit, right? Is there a way? I closed out the thing again. Okay, I'm probably gonna adjust the audio again in a second, so. Yeah, let's go do that. The audio's like fine. I don't want to make it quieter than it already is. It's fine. Okay, you know what? I will lower the volume on the stream at least to 22.5. Okay, that's not the game. Here's the game. Okay, I'm lowering it so you guys could hear me. Just in case, because I really can't tell. And I don't really talk really loud, so that's loud either way, though. Give me a second. We're raising it back up because that doesn't change anything. Yeah, for normal streams, it would be like 16.5 for like quality audio. No, it's pretty much as low as I can go. No. It's just because I defeat a lot of enemies at once. That's probably what's going on. It's just the audio is just sounding like that because I'm destroying a lot of enemies at once. Okay, so okay, now it's somehow quieter for some reason. Okay, that's random. I got 1 glory coin. Yay. Video hasn't really changed, right? No, it didn't. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys are seeing that on stream. I was also thinking of OBS settings as well. Anyways, I should probably talk about something. So yeah, as I've kind of talked about a lot on my own art streams, well, obviously I've been looking into the, Notestone. I've been looking into the Trails Kiseki series, and I'm kind of switching between the names because I tend to mix up Trails and Tails, so I have to, God, enemies, stop! By the way, that's why the audio is so loud, is because all these enemies are being attacked at once. Why are attacks so loud? Should I just lower down the sound effects? Probably is. There we go! Much better. That's probably easier. Anyways, I got into the series called Trails, which I also call by its Japanese name, which is Kiseki, because I tend to confuse Trails and Tails. Like the Tales of Zestiria, for example. Like, yeah, Tails. Basically, I got into it. I love it. And the third game in the Cold Steel saga ended on a really terrible cliffhanger. And I got so impatient, I decided to at least watch the first 20 hours of the game. And to kind of clarify, the first 20 hours ends about around the point of before Act 2 officially begins. So, anything past that point, I don't know, and I'm avoiding spoilers because I know there's gonna be character death in Cold Steel 4. And I don't want spoilers because I don't know who the characters are that gets involved in said, things. Anyways, I really love the series. I really want to keep watching Cold Steel 4, but I want to wait until it comes out in English. So that's kind of what's also happening. I'm waiting for its English release. And also I plan to actually watch the entire series from the start, which is Trails in the Sky 1, the first game, like soon, so I can be prepared for Cold Steel 4 and among other things. I will admit, I've only seen Cold Steel 1 and 2 when I watched Cold Steel 3. And maybe like 10 hours or something of Trails in the Sky 1. So that's how much knowledge I have of the series. And also there's the case where the Crossbell Saga does not have a localization, an official one. So when I actually start watching that, I had to find fan-translated playthroughs to kind of know what's going on in that game. But at least there's plenty of time until maybe estimated possible release of Cold Steel 4 in English. A lot of people are predicting around late 2020, early 2021. Like, that's kind of the estimation some of us have about, like, that's like the estimated release date for, like, Cold Steel 4. Nothing's been said yet, though. It's just kind of a prediction among fans based on the release dates for, Cold Steel games. Like, it's like... How do I put this? Like, when I actually looked up the release dates for, like, the Cold Steel games, like 1, 2, 3, they seem to be released roughly 2 years after it was originally released in Japan. And if going by that timestamp, Cold Steel 4 would be likely released next year, but probably late in the year, so that's still a while ago. I can't wait though, because from watching, from how much I've seen of Cold Steel 4, I'm excited to, like, hear the voice actors again in English. Oh god. Okay. I'm excited for it. And that's also, yeah, there's definitely a good few reasons why I stopped watching that playthrough. One of them is because I rather watch the game in English, because I love the English voice actors, and... Well, yeah, that's basically it. I like the English voice actors, and I don't want to... Like, Japanese dub's not bad. I just prefer watching something in English because I tend to not pay attention if I'm listening to something in a different language. Like, my attention span is, like, I don't pay attention to subtitles. Which is why when I actually did watch the game, a playthrough fan translation, I practically missed about 20% of text because I kept looking away from the screen. It was hard to keep up with the subtitles because I wanted the video to keep playing and I didn't want to constantly go back a few minutes of the video. And the second reason, it's because I want to see the rest of the game in English, because I know there's going to be something happening in the game, especially in the later parts of the game. I know things are going to get crazier from where I stopped. And the best choice to make was to stop watching the playthrough before it can get crazier. And I did. So now I'm waiting for it to be in English. Also, I wish there's an easier way to level in this game. Like, seriously, how do you people get to level 220 so quickly? Oh yeah, right, party quest. Anyways, I can't really do that because I have no friends in this game. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, talk about trails. Yeah, I'm gonna be patient for waiting until Cold Steel 4. My reason for watching it is because that cliffhanger in Cold Steel 3 was so bad, I had to know how the next game started and played out. I'm glad I did watch enough as I did, like, up to a point where, okay, I'm good enough to stop here. Okay, and also, like, the original plan I had was I was going to watch up to the end of Act 2 in Cold Steel 4, but I backpedaled and went like, maybe not a good idea, because the point I was kind of like at when watching the videos was definitely a good point for me to stop. Because I had the feeling that if I kept watching, it's gonna get crazier. And I'm not gonna keep up with what's going on. And also, I kind of wanted to see the previous games because I started to like the characters who were previous protagonists and protagonists in the series. So I'm really like looking forward to watching those games. To get to know those characters more. I don't know enough about them, but not too much that I'm like, oh, super familiar or anything. I know enough about them to be like reacting so strongly when I saw them in the game, like, oh my gosh, they're appearing in this game, kind of thing. Well, that, and people did say that Cold Steel 4 is basically like collaborating a lot of what happened in the previous games, including the previous sagas. So I only know as much as I do because they reference a lot of events in the Cold Steel saga, and it was kind of easy guessing, especially as someone who keeps reading TV tropes and keeps coming across the spoilers. All the spoilers are just exposed to me. Which is not a good thing, because I should probably just watch the events play out in the games itself instead of just reading about it. Also, yeah, the entire Trails Kiseki series is definitely, it feels kind of like Kingdom Hearts in the sense of you won't understand the latest entry unless you've seen the rest of the series. And like extremely the rest of the series in this case. But although it's not well, I mean, okay, from what I heard about like when people say about Cold Steel 3, it's like it's recommended to watch the entire series before then, but you do need at least the bare minimum knowledge from the first two Cold Steel games, which I did see in full. Well, I did miss some side quests watching a playthrough, but that's fine. Also, I plan to rewatch those two games anyway because there's a lot of Bond events in the game, and I want to see the other ones because it does add more characterization for the characters. And of course, when I was watching playthroughs, I missed a lot of them. Like, the playthroughs I watched missed those particular Bond events. So, I also want to watch new playthroughs. I also want to see certain events because I know that, like, one event in Cold Steel 2, whoever you pick ends up being the character the protagonist talks to in the game, and I want to see that. I want to see that with like some of the other choices because I want to see what else they talk about with each other. Also, I'm thinking about it again, and yes, Cold Steel 4 has gotten even crazier to the point that it's very spoiler heavy. I want to talk about it. I mean, I just did say something, but to be fair, I actually don't know anything more than what I do. Like, I know something will happen, I just don't know which characters are involved in the event. And also, I've been looking through the Tumblr tag. I know, yes, Tumblr, blah. But I've been looking through the tag because I wanted to see more people talk about the Trail series. Mainly Cold Steel because I don't want to look at Sky spoilers. I mean, I'm fine with it, but just in case, because I plan to watch the game soon. Okay, what else I was talking about? Why is the other light not coming? Come on. Getting rid of this elite monster. Okay, there we go. We defeated it. Oh god. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, let's talk about trails. Anyways, I was like looking through stuff because I want to see more people talk about it. And some people weren't kidding that the fandom is controversial when it comes to pairings. I think. I think it's more in terms of like character favoritism, and people kind of argue about that a lot. So yeah, I am keeping myself away from all that drama. So no worries there. Come on. Yeah, let's do this. I just realized I didn't enable the thing. God, my damage is insane. But anyways, yes. Things are a bit, I guess, it's kind of like why also it's a good thing to not be too close to the fans, like the fandom in general. Because, like, I do know that, like, people said that, like, it gets kind of toxic when it comes to, like, favorite characters, I think. I don't know. But I know it's, like, all fandoms are like that, but, like, I've heard things, and it's like, but to be fair, I mostly just look at the fan art and see how, like, amazing it is. For the most part. Also, speaking of fan art, I like how I know that people like to okay, for Cold Steel in particular, people like to ship these two characters together. And without saying spoilers about like events happening in the game, I can see why people ship these two characters together. Yes, shipping. The one topic that no one likes to hear about sometimes. Because, yeah. Fans. Controversy from fans. But yeah, there is... It's like I notice it and I'm like, I get it. But it's also like, I don't get it because I have not caught up with the... There's still things in Cold Steel 4 that will probably add to it as well, but I obviously can't watch any more than I have done because I had to wait a whole year for it to come out in English, maybe, so... But it's like, okay. Yeah, it's like to the point that, like, there's, like, okay, how do we explain this? I've seen official art of characters and I know what, yeah. How do we explain this? It's like, when I see the fan art, I see them drawn more in their appearance from Cold Steel 4, like, a bit, than, like, more like, yeah, just, I don't know how to say this. I'm trying to say I've seen fan art focused more on how characters look in Cold Steel 4 than the earlier entries. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. I'm getting confused because I don't know what they're talking about, but... yeah. Oh yeah, and also to kind of put this out, I am liking posts that are related to Cold Steel 4, so, yeah. Although not from the actual game, just fan art, so it's still okay. I guess I should point this out a little bit that in terms of the fan art I've seen, like in terms of the stuff related, I can't talk today. The point being is like from what the point I stopped at with Cold Steel 4 was. In Act 2, when you have access to Bond events, the first set of Bond events. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I stopped with, watching a playthrough. So, like, anything else after that is content I'd never seen. So, so that's how far I go with spoilers. Basically, how much I've seen was basically what people have drawn the characters in fan art. Like, their clothes and all. Like, their different clothes. Do the characters that actually look different? Like what they wear in that game? So... I like how I'm talking about trails so much. Well, I don't know what else to talk about because actually I'm talking about the Game Awards, which is happening on the 12th of December. And they released the nominees, and I'm kind of triggered that yeah, I'm kind of triggered that some of some choices for nominees. Okay, I will point this out. One of the nominated games is called Control. I never seen or heard anything about that game until the moment they announced that. I legitimately had no idea that was even a game this year. I really did not. To kind of point it out there, I don't even know what the game Control is. I don't even know it. I never even heard of it. I've heard of all the other games except that one game. How? And it's apparently nominated. It's like, what the heck? Then again, you could say the same for Jump Force, and we kind of questioned that for like ages. Yeah. Jump Force, the multi-crossover anime fighting game. And it makes sense why it has no dub because of different dubbing rights and all. Like union, non-union stuff. But to be fair, let's be honest, it's probably gonna be Smash that wins that award for like best fighting game. You know, the point saying that now, I'm just like, and when Game Awards happen, if it doesn't win, I will be surprised. But yeah. And yeah, these are VODs. I will be uploading this VOD on YouTube anyway, so it's gonna be one of those moments. Oh, I didn't even defeat the enemy yet. Oops. Okay, anyways. Honestly, like, part of me does kind of wish, like, for, like, the nominees of Game of the Year, I wish, like, Fire Emblem Three Houses was one of them. Because it's, like, it was so talked about this year. Like, since, like, it came out, like, it's been talked about so much that I'm, like, surprised that it didn't even, like, it only, like, was nominated for one, category. Okay, that was insane. Yeah, my turn. But the mere fact that Fire Emblem was at least like nominated for one category is at least enough for me. And I'm hoping it does win because it's like labeled for best strategy. Nah. Best strategy game. I can never say those words correctly because my mouth keeps twisting every single time I say it. Oh, this thing is done. I didn't even notice. Okay, let's just keep fighting these enemies until I run out of the buffs in the top right corner. No, honestly, for Game Awards, I hope this year isn't too much of a repeat of last year, where like a game released not even like a month later gets so many awards. Like seriously, that's what triggered me so much of last year. But to be fair, what made last year feel a bit better was that Joker announcement for Smash Ultimate. That at least made last year interesting. Was just that happening. I still remember my reaction. I was like, when I was watching the Game Awards, when that popped up, I thought what went on in my head was like, is this Persona Q2 like related? And then like reveal the Smash invite, and it's like, I freaked out. Of course, not too loud, because I didn't want to wake any of my family members up, because it was like 10 at night or something. Like, it was getting closer to 11 p.m. at night when that happened, in Eastern time. So, yeah. But so last year made me really mad. And especially like for one of the awards, like one of the, I really wanted Octopath to win one of them, but it didn't happen, and it made me really mad. And also, yeah, everyone online was just like triggered by the fact that like Red Dead Redemption got so many rewards, and I was triggered too, because it was like, why? That game hasn't even came out, like, it only came out like a month before. And I've heard that not many people have finished the game. I mean, like, there was many people, but a good majority still haven't finished it, and it's like, why? And it's a game I had zero interest in. I tried watching 1 hour of that game, and I immediately got bored of watching it. So it's like, I don't get it. I must be missing something for like everyone to absolutely love this game. Because I tried watching an hour of this game and I could not keep watching. It was really boring to me. Of course, that's just my opinion, so don't judge it. Anyways, I'm hoping this year it's not too much of a repeat. Well, for some of the categories, so I could see Death Stranding winning. The difference is, unlike last year, I actually had interest in Death Stranding. So, yay! That's definitely a difference. Oh, and also, to kind of be aware, because, you know, there's a stream delay of, like, maybe 20 seconds or something, I will kind of forget if someone comments something and, like, it was a topic I mentioned earlier. My memory's okay, but I tend to forget, like, something, so what I talk about as I keep talking, so. Yeah, that could explain why I repeat myself half the time in my streams. Anyways, I'm really hoping that, like, I'm actually hoping that Smash Ultimate wins, like, a lot of awards. I keep saying rewards. Awards, I meant. I'm actually hoping it does, because it's amazing. Also, I'm wondering if they're gonna reveal the next Smash DLC fighter, during the Game Awards. They might, and that's gonna be interesting. Oh, yeah, and there's also the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC Remind. I don't think any of us know what that's gonna be, like when that's gonna be yet. We know it's coming this winter, but we don't know when it's coming out. So we might have some news on that, or they already announced. No, I don't think we have anything yet. Otherwise, I would see people spamming about it online. And also, it's kind of cool to see that Astral Chain got nominated for, like, Best Action Game category. I still haven't finished that game yet because I got really lazy with playing it, especially since I was studying, obviously. Today's a break day for me, so I'm taking a break from all the studying. Well, I still have to study later, but I'm doing this in the morning, so I can have all afternoon doing that anyway, so. But yeah, it's nice to see that Astral Train got nominated for something. I mean, I know it's probably not gonna win, but it's just, it's cool that it's nominated, though. For action game, yeah, I didn't really pick a vote for that yet, because because... What was the other game in the category I like? I forgot. But it was like between two games, and I know like I was like, yeah, I'm still unsure because I like both games, but I think one of them's cooler. Also, given what's gonna happen next year, 2020, a lot of big releases coming as well. Next year might be even more crazier for, like 2020 stuff, so... Yeah, a lot of things are planned for 2020. A lot of anime seasons, a lot of season 2s, 3s, whatever. And also, like, Attack on Titan final season for its anime as well. Is the manga still ongoing? I don't know, like, or is it, like, done, almost done, something? I want to read a manga, but I really don't have a lot of time to do so nowadays. Because, obviously, a lot on my mind. And speaking of manga, I should catch up with the Seraph at the End manga. I've only read the chapters through volumes, like the paperback. And another thing about that, the next volume, volume 18, isn't going to come out in English until next year. So I'm just going to read the rest online. Because I'm just like, I'm not going to wait until 2020 to read the next set of chapters. And I do know that it updates monthly, like chapters, so like unlike most manga out there, it's a monthly updated release chapter. Which makes sense because that makes up for how long the chapters are. So there's a lot of manga out there, but it's so little time. I only have time to read like two series right now, in terms of manga. Webcomics are different because I have plenty of time for that for some reason. What else? Yeah, I did want to catch up with Sovidan. Yeah, I have all the volumes to date in terms of it being paperback, so I have all 17 volumes on my shelf. I'm starting to collect The Promised Neverland, but I'm only at 5 volumes right now because the volumes are like all $10 each, so... Yeah. So I'm like buying that slowly. I have 5 volumes of that right now. And I have all the My Hero Academia ones on my shelf. All 21 of them. And my nose. Also, I'm probably gonna keep doing this until I get the Elite Monster 3 to spawn. Anyways, yeah, that's the mangas I have on my shelf. And I'm also running out of room on my shelf to the point I'm starting to stack the volumes on top of each other. And, yeah, I need a new shelf at some point. And also I got a bunch of random, like, anime DVDs and some movies as well. I still like how I did buy the Seraph at the End limited edition, which contained all the episodes of the anime, all 24. And like this little art book and like other accessory stuff. I even put the stickers on my own laptop, which I use for my college work, so that's where the stickers. It came with stickers. And I put the stickers in order of how the characters appeared on the manga covers because it actually fits the first 10 volumes, interestingly enough. And that's supposed to be it. And a lot of the arts in the art book is just these two characters, and I like that. It's just like, oh wow, even in official art, it's like this. And that's mostly it that comes to mind. Okay, let's see. I am still trying to get enemies. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking stuff. Oh, I can do this multiple times. Or it just quit. No, it quit. I'm an idiot. The reason it didn't pop up is because I didn't start it. Oops. I was like wondering what was going on. I thought it was done with the mission, and I was like, how do I get more coins? I'm an idiot. Okay, now we're back to doing this for the next 2 hours. Not really. I'm hoping to switch characters in 2 hours, within 2 hours. Oh yeah, anyways, I also have to catch up with anime again. I keep delaying myself with watching anime episodes, and that's kind of making me mad at myself because I keep missing these episodes, and I'm starting to have like a backlog of what I should catch up with at this point. And anyways, what else I was gonna say? One anime I'm watching this season is called Stars Align. I think that's called? Yeah, Stars Align. And it's a coming of age story anime. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last Maplestory stream, but it's a coming of age story, and knowing me, I actually like that kind of story. Like, because coming of age is always like an interesting topic, like for a story, like an interesting theme. And so basically, the last time I checked, the anime summary was like it's like a rebuilding. It's like it's like guys rebuilding like their softball club, I think. And also painful days of adolescence. I'm basically trying to remember what the description exactly was, and it's kind of around there. I love it so far, and I haven't caught up. I'm only up to episode 3. I only stopped at episode 3. I still have to watch the new episodes. And yeah, episode 3. Wait, was it episode 3 that revealed the like someone's back, like what happened to their back or something? I don't remember. Basically, it was messed up, and I was like, why? I mean, it was so messed up, especially to a child. And I haven't even seen the next episode yet, but I already know what's gonna happen, and I'm like, why? Why does this happen to the child? The scary part about it is that it's a very real thing. Something like that can very well happen in real life, and it's terrifying. Like, terrifying to a child. It's like, why? It's like really terrifying. It's like, it's like the one thing that writers, like, it's as bad as it is, like, it's something that is somewhat easy to write about, but it's actually very painful to write about. I mean, like, to describe it is, and as despite how bad it sounds, is easy, but to actually write it, to actually describe it, for what a character goes through is really painful. A wizard room? Lure spawning in this map? I don't see it. Anyways. Yeah, so yeah. I haven't seen the next episode yet, and another episode's gonna come up later today as well. But I know it's messed up, and I'm like, why? Why does this happen to the child? But again, it's really, the more terrifying part is that it's a very real thing in real life that can happen, and I don't like that. It's like, why? The children did nothing wrong. Why? But anyways, I love this. It's a good anime. The first episode did kind of pace itself really quickly, but after that, it seems to slow down, so there's that. I want to keep watching it so much. And of course, I had to catch up with the other animes I watch because there's so many I have on backlog now. Yeah, as well as like the ones on Toonami. I have to catch up with those animes as well. Just 2 of them. I don't watch them all. Thankfully, I have on demand, and when it comes to anime, for some reason it doesn't go away on TV. It stays on demand for a while. Probably until the season's over, like way out, like a couple weeks. I don't know. It's kind of weird because Pop Team Epic is still on my TV, so. Yeah, so I have to catch up with that at some point, when I have time. I could probably do that next week since I'm pretty much on break all next week. But I also had to use that time to study, so. But I could spare like a couple days just watching, catching up on anime and being at least. Like, it's easier to be caught up, so I don't have to kind of have so much of a backlog. Okay, anyways, what else to talk about? My poor pet is devastated again. I'm probably gonna keep doing this thing until I max out on the coins at the bottom here. Probably a good idea to collect a bunch of glory coins during this update so I could obviously get stuff when the shop opens. Also, what else to talk about? There's also AI to Somnium Files. Also, I think part of the reason why I don't have many views on the middle parts of the series is because, okay, basically there's this character in the game where if you kind of repeatedly ask this question, it kind of, like, it's like everyone immediately likes this character because you could repeatedly ask this question and make him, like, just upset. Of course, I didn't, Of course, I didn't pick that option in dialogue during AI because I was too nice and I felt like it was really mean to constantly keep asking him that, so I just didn't. So that's kind of a reason why I didn't pick that option, dialogue option, throughout the entire game. Because I was like, I didn't want to be so mean. I should have though, but I really didn't want to be mean, so. Well, that's why there's multiple playthroughs, like on the internet, so you can just watch other people react to it. I reacted to it off screen though, because I actually watched people play. I'm watching other people play AI because I want to see their reactions. Especially to the ending twist stuff, reveals. And I'm not gonna say because it's spoilers, and I'd rather keep the game blind for a good amount of fans. Especially, like, it is a good game, especially if you enjoyed Zero Escape. And it is done by the same writer, Uchikoshi, so... Yeah. But other than that, I pretty much did try to find a lot of the memes in the game, so... Oh yeah, I even did comment about, like, the running theme of the game, like, if you did kind of... If you talk to the inspector and ask him that question, like, a bunch of times. I did comment on that in the finale of my playthrough, so... It's because I didn't know about it, like, after I, from just watching, like, just watching the beginning of the game over and over again. Because that's how much I could only have watched. That's how much I could only have watched because, everyone... I was going to watch other people's reactions at the same time, but because people picked the because people picked the left path first, because I picked right path and went on blue first, then red, I couldn't keep watching those because I would have gotten spoiled of the left branch. At least I think I listen to music. Because there was a lot of, like, fluff dialogue I did find in the game. I just still missed a lot, but that's fine. Like, one of them, you could get a joke ending. I missed the joke ending. Mainly because I did not want to talk to this lady in the game, because I was like, I'm not gonna talk to this person. I'm not gonna talk to this character, because it's gonna get weird. So I mostly just, like, focused on the other options. But yeah, I pretty much just picked, like, yeah. In my AI playthrough, I pretty much avoided that character altogether because, like, I didn't... Well, to be fair, all the dialogue options were really perverted. So it was like, I do not want to be, like, clicking them. I mean, the other options the game do kind of relate to that, like, awkward dialogue, but I was okay with it, but if it comes to this character, I'm like, no. And it also just shows, yeah. That yeah, there's a limit to how much... The point being, I did not get the joke ending because I did not talk to this character for a good reason. So what's this? Yeah. I'll blow you all away. Okay, anyways, and the point being, I didn't talk to this character for the random, like, joke ending. I at least seen it. I've seen it on my own time, and it was so random and silly. But that's it. That's all I know. What else to talk about? But yeah, my playthrough, I still got a lot of the joke stuff. And also, Yeah, I should probably point that out in my playlist that I know I missed stuff, but I've seen it all on my own time, so I know what's up. No, I'm not playing Reboot, I'm playing Scania. I should have it on, like, the bottom of the stream, too. Like, the moving text. I do have a character on Reboot, but I'm lazy. And also I have, like, 42 characters on Scania. Why would I not be on Scania? I have so many characters. Okay, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, I should. Now that I think about it, I should probably go back into AI again and. Oh yeah, the game's technically pronounced the Somnium Files, but I have a habit of never pronouncing initials literally. I always say initials like AI. I always do that. Oh yeah, anyways, I should go back into AI again and kind of get all the achievements on Steam. I think I got over half of them by now. And a lot of them I didn't get because I was like avoiding like certain things in the game. Mainly on purpose because I knew the dialogue was gonna get weird and I was like, I don't want to get involved in this weird dialogue. Yeah, AI kind of has a lot of like, well, it is adult humor stuff. It makes sense. It's an M-rated game. You know, yeah. And of course, I'm obviously fine with that. It's just that there's a limit to how much I can handle, like, when it comes to the very awkward dialogue, because it's like, there's a fine line that I do not cross when it comes to that kind of content. And some of it I actually do not understand because I'm so innocent. To, like, even know what such dialogue even means. I was like, how the heck does anyone level up so quickly in Maplestory? Like, it's only been almost an hour and a half now, and I've been, like, doing grinding. And only got, like, 8% of EXP. So what else to talk about? I want to go talk about Trails again. Trails Kaseki series. I already talked about so much of that it's just gonna be weird in the VOD when I upload it. Because I'll just be repeating myself again like an hour ago. But I really want to start watching the Trails series from the start again. I want to see again. Well, technically again, because I did watch, like, maybe 1/5 of Trails in the Sky 1. That's it. Like, and I've seen, like, Cold Steel 1 to 3. And 20 hours of Cold Steel 4. I struggle of having to avoid Cold Steel 4, like, any screenshot, anything that's gonna imply anything, of later events for, like, a whole year. We don't know when it's gonna come out in English, but a lot of people estimate that it might be coming out late 2020, early 2021. And also, if it is 2020, then there's so many games I'm looking forward to in that year. Along with the along with the PlayStation 5 that's set to be released in the winter holiday season of 2020. And I will be getting a PlayStation 5. When it does come out, I know it's gonna be expensive. I know it's not gonna be cheap when it comes out, but the thing is like, I don't have a PlayStation 4. And when I heard that the PlayStation 5 was having PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility, I was like, maybe I should wait until that comes out, because I could have the benefit of playing PS4 games and PS5 games when, obviously, that generation begins. Also, the decade's almost over. We are literally just like a little over a month until the decade's over, until 2020 begins. A lot happened this decade as well. Yeah, a lot happened this decade, and a lot of it is questionable as well. But outside of that, there has been a lot of positive moments, and a lot of awkward ones, too. One of the major things was graduating from high school, for me. And that was 3.5 years ago now, for me. It's so hard to believe. It's like, it feels like when high school's over, just like, life is just weird. Like, after that. And at the moment, I'm now trying to study to get a degree. And lately, I've been changing my opinion on what I want to do, so... yeah. Basically, what I'm taking right now still applies for other stuff, but it is like... yeah. But after a lot of thinking, I started to think that I have an idea of what I want to do, and it is like more computer related, so... yeah. Got my nose. But yeah. So that's happening, and yeah. Also a lot of great games over this decade, I think, I guess. I'm confused because I'm like, there is a lot of great games and I can't actually list maybe half of them. Yeah, also a lot of great games this year, and also Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, the ending that I just cried my eyes out. Not only cried, my heart was in so much pain from that ending because it was that emotional to me. And also the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC should be coming out soon. There's no date for it yet, but they said it would be like winter of this year, like December, January, roughly, I think. No idea if it's gonna be December. Probably is, and there's no release date yet. What if like Game Awards just happens and they just surprise like, it's coming out right now? It's like, okay. I'm so curious on what kind of announcements they're gonna make during the Game Awards. Outside of, obviously, announcing the awards stuff. I'm really hoping that they might be revealing the last of the Season Pass fighters, like Smash DLC. I really want to know if they will. I think a lot of us are looking forward to that, and I cannot wait. Of course, I know a lot of people are spamming, like, will it be Sora from Kingdom Hearts? Likelihood, probably not, but, I don't want to think too much on it, because if I keep getting my hopes up, it's just gonna, like, yeah. if we just don't expect it, I think it's like they're gonna do something that we wouldn't expect, is my guess. Yeah. To be fair, I think that's the point. It's like they're gonna do something that we won't expect. Because if we expect it too much, it's not gonna happen.
I'll blow you all away.
And I wish people would not leak, like, the game files or anything, because it's like, why, like, actually that's more the question, how did, like, some leaks even happen? Like, for example, like, Tales of Arise was announced a few days early before the E3, conference, when it was revealed in. How do people get their hands on this stuff? Like, how? It's not even game file stuff. I don't want to know. But yeah, the point being is, like, I don't really trust leaks at all. Basically, it's like something that you would only take for the grain of salt. And it's also, like, especially if it's a game where it's, like, you know, also have, like, you know, like how people data mine games even before it's even officially released somehow, and they find all this data in it. Basically, never trust data mines, because even if, like, some of the information is accurate to the final stuff, people tend to find out that, like, find content that ends up not being in the final game, which is basically what could have been. It's like scrapped ideas, in the files. So it's like, that's why you don't trust data mines, because of that very reason.
I'll blow you all away. So let's feel roar.
Oh, this one's annoying. Oh god. But yeah. So yeah, for the most part, don't trust data mine files that people reveal on websites, because it's like, well, like while some things turn out to be true and when people start playing the final game, it's like just remember that it's not always 100% accurate, because you know, sometimes people actually do leave the original, like, source, the original, like, concept in the game itself. Like the what could have been for the game, like story and all. So it's like, that's why it's like, don't trust it. It's kind of like, you know, like for Persona 5, vanilla Persona 5, because there's P5R. There's like Persona 5 Royal and all. So for like vanilla Persona 5, like there were files regarding a character, like being, I feel like we all know about it now, but just in case, like there's like files of a character being a permanent addition to the party. There was actual files of that, and they even have lines of dialogue referring to it. That's not in the final game. Final, vanilla, Persona 5. And it's the same for Danganronpa. Like, there's at least, like, a couple voice lines from a character that never made it to the actual game, but it still exists in the files. And it was also English dubbed. It was also with English voice acting, so... Okay. I don't know why these things spawn as elite enemies. Why? It takes so long to defeat. its HP? Oh, it's right there. Okay, it's almost defeated.
Justice Blood Ribbon. 1, 2, 3.
What are you doing? There you go.
Celestial Roar.
Oh yeah, and also while I was looking through a tag randomly on Tumblr, and yes, Tumblr, and I like how I saw this post related to Trails, and like it's a post talking about Trails and Fire Emblem, like specifically Three Houses, and I love how like it's basically using a meme of like, what's the difference between these two pictures? They're exactly the same, and it's referring to these two characters who are equally like pure beings in their respective games. And I'm like, yes. Because in Trails, there's this character who's just like a pure being, and like I want to protect. Like, I mean, there's a number of them, but like he's like he was like the first one the moment I heard him talk. It's obviously related to Cold Steel. Saga in particular. Like the moment I heard him talk, like it was Lucian Dodge is his voice actor, and the moment I heard him, I'm like, I want to protect this character. He's automatically best boy in the game. There's a lot of best boys, but like he's one of them, and Lucian Dodge, he voices a lot of characters I end up having as favorite characters at the end of the day. Not all characters, but like mainly a lot of really loved characters in their games. And of course he voiced Kibo in Danganronpa V3, and Kibo, before the voice actors were announced, has always been my favorite character. So when like some of the voice actors were revealed for the English, like, and when it was him who voices Kibo, it made me even happier because I love his voice work. He voices a lot of great characters.
Celestial Roar.
And what else?
Celestial Roar.
Oh yeah, and also I still remember this one thing, like I've said when I was playing Maplestory on my own time back in 2017. This was before the voice actors were announced for V3, the English voice actors. More specifically, before they're even allowed to say it as well, because they weren't allowed to reveal themselves until a month later when the panel of voice acting stuff. Yeah. Like, when I was like playing Maplestory back in like, I think February, somewhere around February, March of 2017, I was playing my Xenon in this game, and Xenon is voiced by the same character, by the same person who voiced Kibo in Danganronpa V3. And while I was playing Xenon, I was like thinking, like, I can imagine this, and I'm not kidding here, I actually legitimately thought, wow, like this, like if it's possible, I would totally hear this person voicing Kibo. But of course, like back then, I was also like, it eventually turned out that they used a lot of returning voice actors ended up voicing the new cast, and I was fine with that. Obviously, they had a lot of fun with it, and I was fine with it because they did a wonderful job, and all. But what else? Memory why? But I actually but at the time I was also like, there's no way because they're probably not gonna do this. They're not gonna repeat a voice actor. And then voice actors revealed, and like it turns out Lucian Dodge is voicing Kibo, and I was really excited, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually predicted this. Of course, I never said it online because I was like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna post voice predictions online. A lot of us did, I think, either way, but still. And yeah, I remember I did comment voice predictions, and I'm still embarrassed about making some of my predictions because I was like, why did I make these? And posted them publicly on the internet. And to kind of point it out, I actually did delete those posts at some point, so they don't exist anymore if anyone's going to find those. But yeah. I just realized this entire conversation is because voice character. Anyways. That is the thing. It's like, even though Lucia Dodge voiced like one of the purest characters in the Cold Steel saga, he also does voice in Three Houses, in this post I was talking about, and he voices a character who has the opposite personality, but is still a sweet character deep down. So I do like that. I want to play Three Houses again, but at the same time, I don't have time to play yet. At the moment, I'm also playing Pokemon Shield, so that's something. Oh yeah, and also for picking, I would have gotten both Pokemon, like both Pokemon Sword and Shield, but I only wanted to pick one because buying 2 copies was expensive. So I just spared having to pay so much money and just got one game. Oh yeah, I did say this in my last Maplestory stream. And said last stream has yet to be uploaded on YouTube. I did that stream on Halloween and I forgot to upload it. I will upload it alongside this one though, so that should be happening, hopefully. The reason I didn't upload is because I don't have a thumbnail. And we throw. And also for the next Maplestory stream, whenever I do a next Maplestory stream, I'm gonna be sure I add in the title GMS Scania, because I used to do that and now I forgot I even did that in the first place. So what to talk about? Oh yeah. What else to talk about? I don't know what else to talk about. I really do want to play Three Houses again. Oh yeah, and also the thing about Three Houses is that I'm never going to play the other routes, even if it's for the sake of completion. Because the thing is, I played Blue Lions, and I obviously have my reasons for picking Blue Lions. And we're not going to get to that because I could be here all day. Not really, but I do have like quite a bit of reasons, and I don't explain them all on stream. But yeah, I picked Blue Lions, but after I finished Blue Lions and kept thinking about the other routes, I actually read about the other routes, about what happens to characters. And long story short, it made me say I don't want to bother playing the other routes. I was fine watching YouTube videos, but I couldn't bear like having to play the other ones because I know what happens to a character in them, and I'm like, no. No, I don't want to. I refused. I refused to even play the other routes. Even if I want completion, I can't. It's like terrible. Like, no, I don't want to do this to a character. The game will literally force my hand to hurt a character who is my favorite, especially after finishing Blue Lions. So it's like, I will not play the other routes. I still watch the other routes though, so I've seen the other 3 routes. You know what? It's not spoilers. I've seen the other 3 routes of the game. And like I told myself, I waited until I've seen all the other routes before I officially made my opinions on characters. And even after seeing the other routes, I still don't like one of them. Like, it's more like, it's complicated. I don't hate them, but I don't like them either. I guess that's one way to put it. Like, from watching, like, I get what they've been through, but it doesn't change the fact that, like there were alternatives, but just, like, you made the choice not to do those alternatives, or, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain without saying spoilers, though.
I'll blow you all away.
It's like, and, like, I will say that, like, during a cutscene between chapter 9 and 10, like, for just one route, it made me lose major points with a character. I mean, I understand that their way of acting like that is technically part of what they've been through, but to kind of say it in a way after someone went through a really, like, a major event in their life, let's say that, a major event, it's like, it feels very insensitive. It just feels really insensitive to say those things to someone who's gone through such a big event in their life. And it's also like the final line of dialogue, like one of the lines of dialogue, it makes it so much worse. I'm like, no. Basically, it's to the point that if I ever met someone like that in real life, I would immediately leave them because I would not approve of such, like, behavior. Like, insensitive behavior.
I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar.
Okay, anyways. Okay, for now I'm just still defeating these enemies.
I'll blow you all away.
What should I do after this, though?
Blow you all.
Because I already did, like, the update stuff. I should organize link skills. I'm still trying to decide what I should do with the link skills because I have so many of them because I have, like, 42 characters on this, on Scania. And I should also point this out. Wait. How do I do this? I don't know if it's gonna work on the phone, though, but I added Nightbot commands for, like, MS1, MS2 stuff. So, I kind of also point out my reboot character, as well.
Celestial roar. Justice blessed. Celestial roar.
Wait, how's this work? Oh, it's 3 hours. If... Okay, what else to talk about? What else should I talk about that does not make me accidentally say video game spoilers?
Celestial roar.
I'm gonna go back here real quick. Let me go check something. Yeah, there's not gonna be any new random quests until later. Okay, okay, just, yeah, stuff. Let's go check what these are. Eh. I don't want to use those. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna hide this. Bye. You guys are not seeing that on my stream. Okay. Oh my god, I did not expect the game to do that. Let's disassemble these because I don't want them. Okay, so what to do? a bunch of other things here, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to level up more so I can have more space for node stones. I'm not gonna deal with it now. Okay, what's this? Oh wait, did I add a daily quest for this? And I'm... Okay. What's this? Oh, I did not Okay, let's go see what enemies I'm thinking of here because I cannot go to this area. Or I just don't want to. I avoid the Krilla and sharks. I guess we could take those. Also, I'm gonna take a short break because I have to do something real quick, so... Where's a good chair for my character to sit on? Okay, okay, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, I returned. Okay, let's check this real quick. Yeah, a whole hour for that. Okay, so we got these quests. I didn't realize they added daily quest, for, this. Actually, that's actually a good thing because, like, it really deserved daily quests, honestly. Okay, where are these enemies? There.
Celestial roar! Melody cry! Watch yourself! Iron blossom! Stargazer! Celestial roar!
Okay. What else to talk about?
Finale ribbon!
I have so much arcane power.
Celestial roar!
Oh yeah, that's what I want to check. How far am I? Only level 7. I should be maxing them out, but they cost so much mesos to upgrade. Why?
Celestial
Why can't it be just cumulative instead of like... Eh. I just realized getting like so much mesos in like just hour and a half of grinding.
Celestial roar!
Oh, both of these enemies are in the same map. I didn't even realize. There's a fly on. Okay, they're over there.
It's over! I'll blow you all away!
Anyways, what to talk about? I kind of want to talk about more Trails, Kiseki stuff, but I don't want to because I'm gonna get spoiled. I'm avoiding spoilers mainly from Cold Steel 4 for the most part, because I really don't want to know what happens in that game. I know what happens for like the first 20 hours, but I don't know what happens afterwards because I'm waiting for the English release. And I'm way too used to the English voice actors too, so it's also to the point that I don't want to watch the ending unless it's in English. Because if there's probably a lot of voice acting in the, like, the end of the game, and if it's emotional, I'd rather hear it all play out in English. It's just easier.
Move it! Finale ribbon!
And also what happens, I'm gonna hear a lot of these voice actors again in that game, and I'm gonna be so happy. Again, it's really random. I wouldn't say random, but, from, like, the new characters that appeared in Cold Steel 3, and I mean the new characters, not, like, characters who did show up in earlier parts of the series,
I'll blow you
I guess
all
it could sort of count, because because, you know, or I say because Sky did not really have voice acting. I mean, it did, but not like as heavy as it is in like the Cold Steel Saga. Although then again, there's not a lot of voice acting in it too, but yeah.
I'll blow you all away. This is it for you.
But like, the voice actor of Claude, Joe Zucha, he voices in Cold Steel 3. And that character ended up being my favorite character, one of my favorite characters in Cold Steel 3. Like one of the new characters. And that's surprising.
Celestial roar. I'll blow you all away.
Is it really that surprising? I don't know. Thinking. Oh yeah, I follow Joe on Twitter, so I've seen a lot of like the things he posts. One thing I just love that he posted was like he enforced like the meme like related to Ferdinand from Three Houses. And I love all the replies people made on it, like people posted in it, because all the replies were just amazing, and it was just all memes. I love it. I just had to share that tweet to a friend of mine because it was just amazing. Just to read all the replies, and I couldn't stop laughing for like a lot when I read all of them. Read all the memes, read all the stuff people shared on that.
I'll blow you all away. Finale ribbon. Excellent. Send me your power.
And also, yeah, randomly on the Three Houses topic, my Twitter lately has mostly been retweets of Dimolest fan art. And to be fair, it's cute ship. It's adorable. And also, I even supported Davichi in my Three Houses playthrough.
I'll blow you all away.
And I'll probably do it again when I play the game a second time. But I'm not going to play the other routes. And I did say my reason for not playing the other routes just had to do with I can't imagine having to hurt him on other playthroughs. Because it's just gonna hurt a lot.
I'll blow you all away.
Also, I like so many tweets on Twitter. I have like over 10k likes. But then again, I actually did find people who actually liked a lot more tweets than me.
Celestial roar. I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar. Finale ribbon. Now, excellent. I'll blow you all away.
Wait, how long does this teleport stone last? 3 days. Okay, because today's the 21st of November. Time zones are also weird, but I'm used to them. Well, to this day, I still get confused about how many hours of like ahead Japan is from us.
Celestial roar.
I do have like some of the clocks on my phone, so I could always look it up, but still. Yeah, throat.
I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar. Celestial roar. Celestial roar.
Yeah, my nose.
I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar.
also, this one webcomic I'm reading, like, it's gonna continue next week. And I'm very much interested on what the next arc of the story is gonna be about. And it's also like at the point of just like I'm not gonna outright say who the characters are, but or what the webcomic is, I guess, just in case. But the webcomic is basically like, it's society where strength defines status, and it's really messed up. It's like, where has common sense have gone, basically. What's this one? One of the achievements for this is to get a perfect score. Means like only use 11 of the things. Dang it. I attacked all the other ones except for the one I needed to attack. That's annoying. Almost got it perfect, but no. What is my thing here? Level 67.
I feel so free, huh? Pretty. Justice Buster.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, webcomic. Okay, basically it's, yeah, the webcomic is, like, basically, there's superpowers, but it's also a society where, like, strength defines a person. So it's like if someone literally who's just, like, magically weak ends up, like, doing something so small, like bump into someone, they get beaten up for it. It's like, really?
I'll blow you all.
I mean, I get it, that's the point of the story. Like, that's what it's supposed to happen. But it's also like, doesn't it kind of just bother you just to kind of, like, have to write it like that? Like, you want... I guess that's kind of like an inner battle, like, us writers have, like, you don't want to do this, but you have to because it's part of the story. Anyways, like, and basically basically these two characters, they're best friends. This character pretends he doesn't have power, but he actually does, and it's complicated because he's like, I don't want to repeat the past, but you end up repeating the past anyway because someone forced their hand. I will admit, at least this character acknowledges his mistake and that it's his fault for causing this in the first place. At least he acknowledged that. It's not like other characters who would probably refuse to blame, honestly. And also, like, keeping a secret from a friend he made, like, for, like, a whole year, like, in the story. Yeah, it's been a year. Yeah, according to the backstory, they've been friends for at least a year, I think. And, at the end of, the first arc, I guess you could say arc, they're called seasons, but I'm gonna say arc anyway. At the end of the first arc, she finds out his secret. And I actually preferred that she does know, because it's like, it would be pretty messed up if she never knew, because it's like all this stuff happening, and it's like, it's better if their friendship breaks from, like, her not knowing the secret, rather than, like then not knowing it at all. Like, wait. In my opinion, from what reading the webcomic, I can, like, I prefer that she knew his secret rather than not know it all, because it's like the point where, like, their friendship didn't feel right when she clearly never knew about this, and it's left hidden in the dark while all these unfortunate circumstances were happening. So it's like, and I'm curious on how it's gonna go from here, because she now knows the truth. I wonder if he actually saw her, like, seeing him, like, expose his power too. Like, Because, like, obviously no one recognizes him, but she knows. She knows because she spent so much time around him to actually know the truth. To actually recognize it immediately. So yeah, I honestly do not mind that she knows the truth. Like, she knows. Like, I know their friendship's gonna break because of this, but it's better than being lied to. It's better than being lied. And it's a pretty big secret in the story because, like, if you're keeping a secret that powerful, it's like, it doesn't feel right.
Celestial roar! I'll blow you all away! Finale ribbon!
And, yeah, I'm gonna be very curious on how the story will go because it's gonna be posted next week. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna use FastPass to read the chapters early because the thing about FastPass on webtoons is that sure, like, you can read chapters early, but if you want to switch, but you can't switch back to reading them for free. So you would have to wait ages for the next chapter. So it's like it's better to save than do that. Because you have to spend coins on every new update. And it's like, I'm not doing that. So yeah, sure, people could do that if they want, but for me, like, it's just more beneficial if I just wait.
Justice blood ribbon!
How many do I need for this? 60. So many.
Move it! Celestial roar! I'll blow you all away! I'll blow you all away! Celestial roar! I'll blow
Okay,
you all
what else to talk about? Yeah, for the most part, I've been reading a lot of web comics on webtoons.
Celestial roar! Celestial roar! I'll blow you all away! Celestial roar!
Yeah, thinking about it now, I think I'm just glad that I did watch at least like the first 20 hours of Cold Steel 4 early. When you have a cliffhanger so bad as the cliffhanger from Cold Steel 3, Cold Steel 1 was the same way, but the difference was the game was already out. Like, the next game already existed. Like, especially in English as well, so it's like, I didn't have to wait. I could have just immediately watched another playthrough in English and all that. Oh yeah, and I know that the Trails games, not counting Cold Steel 3, and obviously 4, are on Steam, and I could actually play the games myself. The thing is, to be fair, buying all those games is expensive, so I don't want to spend money right now on them. Especially since, you know, there's like a lot of new game releases going on, and I want to, like, I'm more focused on getting those than, like, Trails. And it really has to do with new games a lot. And
Team up! I'll blow you all away!
so I pressed the wrong button. Yay. But
Celestial roar! Justice blood ribbon! It's over!
and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to like buy the entire series, like up to like 2, Cold Steel 2. And obviously excluding Crossbell, because Crossbell's not even localized officially, so I had to watch fan-translated playthroughs when I have the time. But, like, I don't have the money to buy all the games. And also, it's like, I don't have the dedication to, like, play, like, 400 plus hours of story building. Of world building and story. And it's like, that's a lot. Yeah, it's just, like, and it's also a lot, so I'd rather watch playthroughs instead, so. And also, especially, and also for some of the games, like, even if I want to play them myself, it's like, it's also to the point where it's like, sure, I would love to, but,
Iron Blossom! I see it all! Celestial Roar!
what else? I'm trying to say something, but I'm kind of starting to forget what I was saying. I guess, like, why I would love to play the game myself, like, it's also, like, or, like, the Cold-Steel games, well, I mean, no matter what, I will probably still end up trying to play Cold-Steel 3, but, like, in this case in particular, oh my god. Okay, my skill is glitching out, and I don't know why.
I'll blow you all away!
You see this here? I'm doing the skill, and it's starting to glitch out the skill. Why?
This is it for you! I see it all!
What's this thing? I guess, like, the one reason I don't want to play Cold-Steel 1 and 2 again myself is because, like,
Justice Blood!
I'm still gonna rewatch those games, yes, but I'm at a point where I just rather watch, but it's, like, mostly, like, the content I haven't seen yet is mostly Bond events. And I'd rather watch that as YouTube videos instead, because, like, I don't want to play through a 100-hour game, like 200-hour games, just for, like, the main difference being Bond events. Like, I don't have that time and luxury just to play those kind of games, like, just to see that being different. Nah. Well, that and also 100 hours. It's like I don't have the time to play those really long games right now. I mean, I might, but I'm not gonna like play them, like on. I don't know. Like, they wouldn't be stream playthroughs. They wouldn't be playthroughs because I would know it way too much. Like, know too much of the game. I don't know. The details are messy. I'm trying to think, but it's not working.
I'll blow you all away!
Where's the scroll? Okay, we got some more of these. This is gonna take a long time. Get. Okay, let's see. What's to do because I'm getting tired of grinding for like 20 minutes. Oops, that's the one I'm going to click. Let's see. Man, that quest is still glitched on me for like the rest of my days. Yeah, this one. which is related to this medal I have on my character. I don't know why it's just like stuck. Like, I still have that quest. I don't know how to get rid of it, and yeah. Oh, I get it, it's a medal quest. I'm an idiot. I'm also trying to figure out what to do now. I'm not gonna spend mesos on this, because it's a waste. So many chairs. I have a lot of chairs on this character. Okay, what to do, what to do. I still want to keep playing. Ooh, I want to see what that is. Oh, let me check something. What is the... Yeah, I had to wait like 2 weeks just for this. That's a lot of coins. Basically a lot. Okay, let's see what to do. Should I switch servers? Oh, what's this one about? Maple Point stuff. Didn't I do that already? Oh, I get it. It's stuff. I should probably keep doing the Vanishing Journey ones because I need to max this out, I think. I think I'm gonna switch characters now. But whichever one I want to switch to, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch this. Yeah, that's a lot of EXP I gained. Where's Scania? It's just... forget it, I can't create my character. Which character should I play? I have so many of them. I'm gonna go on reboot now, I think. At least Skinny is still populated, server-ish. Yeah, I'm gonna go on reboot. On my Angelic Buster. I still can't... Yeah. I don't want to change it right now because I have to go through the effort of doing something on it. Well, not on stream. That's like better not do it on stream. Oh, I had to do this whole quest again on this character. No! That's gonna make me... Yeah. Yeah, my Angelic Buster on reboot. And no guild, because I don't know what to do. Okay, let's just do a bunch of random stuff for now.
Pretty.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, my feet. Okay, let's go do this for like until I run out of stamina and be done.
I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar. Celestial roar.
I think I ran out of things to talk about now by this point.
I'll blow you all away.
Because I actually don't know what to talk about anymore outside of like a bunch of random stuff. I really just want to keep talking about trails, but at the same time, I shouldn't because,
This is it for you.
like, I'm gonna end up spoiling myself, like, of the game of Cold Steel 4 at this point, so. I am being careful with spoilers. I've at least seen enough to know what characters look like in Cold Steel 4, but outside of that, like, that's it. Like, nothing else.
I'll blow you all away.
And also, I will admit, there's this one moment that I have seen in Cold Steel 4. And the dialogue's different depending on what you did in Cold Steel 3 if you actually played the game and did dialogue differences. Like, did something. I mean, that's also kind of the thing. It's like, if I want to play Cold Steel 2, I would have to play Cold Steel 1 to do all that. But I'm not, so no. It's not a bad game, I just don't have the time and luxury just to play that game. But,
Angel, engage. This is it for
and
you.
I know it's like, kind of like, okay, it's like, okay. This is also kind of related to shipping, but I don't care what people say. I actually do like this ship in the game, and there's a lot of cute fan art that revolves around them, so that's also kind of why I like them.
Stick.
Like, together. Next to the other pairing that I've seen so many times in fan art now that it's like, it's almost just as much as this one. A pairing that you can't really get in the game because you can't.
I'll blow you all away.
Anyways, that's nothing to do with the game at all, but I'm like thinking about it, it's like, anyways, the point being is like, I like this pairing, and I've actually seen more people talk about it. It's like, despite there being other girls, like, that people, like more than this one character, interestingly enough, the fan art and some posts say otherwise to, like, anything else. So it's mostly just Let's Players that do this, like, that have a different preference, in my opinion.
I'll blow you all away.
Oh, God.
1, 2, 3.
Not in a bad way, it's just that, like, more Let's Plays I've seen online just have different, like, choices compared to, like, what I see in, like, posts. And yes, just realizing I'm talking about shipping again. I really don't want to talk about it so much because it's like, people will say otherwise. But like, yeah. The point being, there's this ship in the game that it's more implied, given that the game favors it more, the story favors it more than others. And I actually do like it.
Iron Blossom.
And anyways, like, the point being is like, there's this moment in the there's a moment in
I'll blow you all away.
yeah, anyways, I'm starting to lose what I'm talking about, but there's a moment in Cold Steel 4 that was one of the moments like that happened before I decided to officially stop watching the playthrough I was watching. And I'm like watching it, it was like it's hard to explain, but it's like it's a feeling where it's like it's so cute and it's like aw, but it's also sad because when you know the circumstances, like after the end of Cold Steel 3, when you are 100% aware of what the circumstances are now, like to a character, given what happened in Cold Steel 3, it's like it's it makes things sad because it's like anyway, the point being, it's just like I thought it cute. Really, game? Okay, that's just mean. They put a little combo orb right here. This is not the greatest placement.
1, 2, 3, a million. 1, 2, 3, a million. 1, 2, 3.
I don't even get equipment anymore. I'm sad. Anyways, like, yeah, there was this moment in the game where I actually found it cute, but also sad given the circumstances and what I keep predicting based on trope spoilers. I didn't read the spoilers, I just see the trope, I've seen the game listed in examples, and I'm just assuming stuff based on that. I won't go too far into it, but yeah. The point being, the whole reason this whole conversation started again is because I wanted to comment that this one thing was cute, and I'm like, aww. Oh. Thanks for the follow.
It's over.
So like this one thing, it's like I find it cute, and it's like it's also sad at the same time knowing the spoilers of Cold Steel 3. Specifically the end of the game. And I didn't even have to watch the Force game to know that this is now the circumstances for a character in this, like, in Cold Steel 4. I didn't even have to watch Cold Steel 4 just to know that. And part of that may have to do with someone making a comment about it in the...
I'll blow you all away.
Oh my god, that was weird in my ears. It mainly stems from someone making that comment in a stream chat that I've seen.
1, 2, 3.
I have exactly 20k HP.
1, 2, 3.
Hello. Also, just in case, no Cold Steel 4 spoilers. Okay, let's see. 2 more rounds of this. I don't have any more special emotes anymore because all of the subscriptions I have expired. All the gift subs people gave me expired. No, it's not a private server. It's Reboot. Global Maplestory Reboot. And what I was talking about before is just a completely different video game series altogether. thinking about it, for like the Trail series, I know there's always like people talking about like best girl in that series, but then I'm probably like the only person who only cares about the guys more than the girls, being like there's more best boys in this game than best girls.
1, 2, 3.
And it's technically the truth, because a lot of the guys in the Trail series are really are complete good boys. By Cold Steel 3, there's like, for me, how many? I counted. Yeah, for me, like with by Cold Steel 3, I have I labeled 5 guys in the entire Trail series, well, among the Cold Steel saga, not counting Sky or Crossbow. I labeled 5 of them as best boys. Although by this point it should be 6, given a certain character, but yeah, that's spoiler territory. To be fair, they didn't really... For this one reveal, they made it obvious. I think they made it obvious on purpose, but... There's... How do I put this? They made this thing obvious, and...
This is it for you.
I think it's on purpose. I mean, it's oh, this mysterious person. It's not like they have the exact same... They have the same build, same look, same appearance. Same appearance... name kind of giving something away, and the same voice actor. I'm pretty sure they did not hide it that well. This reveal kind of thing related to Cold Steel 3. I know what I'm saying, but oh yeah, when I saw at least 2 hours of Cold Steel 3, I didn't finish watching Cold Steel 2 at the time, but I actually knew what was happening at the end of Cold Steel 2 because I accidentally read a spoiler related to it when I was reading TV tropes one time. I was reading this trope, and then they outright had it written on the page with no spoiler mark. And I was like, oops. So I knew about something. So when Cold Steel 3 came around and I saw this character in the character opening, I immediately guessed it had to be them because... Well, I didn't even need... I mean... Well, I know something probably happened for this to happen. But, did you really hide it?
1, 2.
And again, it's probably not on purpose. I mean, it was probably on purpose that it was supposed to be obvious. I mean, the character kind of has same hair, same, just overall appearance. Overall appearance is same. And, okay, I'm starting to repeat myself, but the character has the same appearance, aside, their name kind of hinting at their connection from the previous games, and the fact that they have the same voice actor, and I'm surprised that they actually got the same... Yeah, for, the main cast that returned... For the characters that returned from the previous Cold Steel games, they actually did get the same voice actors. Okay, I ran out of energy. Okay. I'm surprised that they got the same voice actors. Kept the same... Not exactly. There's at least one person they couldn't bring back as a voice actor. And I'm assuming it's because she wasn't available for the voice recording or at all, or didn't want to reprise. I don't know. I think she would have, but I think there was... Wait, what happened in her earlier this year? What... I don't know, think about it. When did I watch this anime? Because if it is what I think it is, then that could be the reason why that voice actor did not return. Because it would add up with what happened. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna change characters now, so I'll be back. Whoops, that's not the character button. Here we go. guard the screens like this because I don't want any of you to see my pin number in this game. Because that would be very, very bad. Not a good thing. I'm going to switch back to my Scania character. So I'm back here. Still doing this. I'm gonna go here and do the quest. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, also talking about trails like this again makes me actually want to like makes me really want to just like watch Gold Steel Board. I still have to watch the previous Trails games though. Also, whenever I'm talking about Trails games, I should say it's also the Kiseki, called Kiseki in Japan. Otherwise, I will probably several times mispronounce it and say Tails when I meant Trails. And speaking of Tails, like, you know, for example, Tales of Zestiria and all, I'm looking forward to Tales of Arise next year, and I can't wait until we get more information, because currently, I don't think we have a lot of information yet. Unless, because I haven't been reading the post, I missed all of them. Like, all announcement stuff. I'll probably look it up after I'm done streaming, because I do want to know... I want to know about the, yeah, Tales of Arise. Because at this point, all we know is the names of the two characters who we first see in the promotional stuff, which is, and they are Alphen and Shione. I think that's how the name's pronounced. For the girl. I probably know so far it's a completely new setting, like Tales tradition. Except for like, there's exceptions like Tales of Destiny, and then Tales of Destiny, Tales of Symphonia. Yeah, Symphonia has a sequel, but it's not like called Symphonia 2. Tales of Exilia. I still find Tales of Exilia interesting in the sense that the name is not Zilia, it's Exilia. Like the X is pronounced more. And that's actually proven with how the name is spelled in katakana. Japanese katakana, like written, because they make the X very clear, like pronounced like an X. Like X-ilia. And then there's like games that are connected but don't share a story at all, like Symphonia and Fantasia and Zestiria and Berseria. And I actually did a playthrough of Zestiria on my channel, but of course it wasn't a blind playthrough because I actually knew the game. I actually played it once in the past. Technically twice. I played it twice, before I did a third playthrough. But that was like a New Game Plus playthrough, and I did not finish that because my PlayStation 3 kept crashing a lot from a cutscene. And I was like, that's it, I'm done. And also, I did end my playthrough, my Zestiria playthrough on a bad note. Like, I could have just like, because like, I was like about to finish this quest, but then it was a really hard boss and it was extremely underleveled. Or like was close to, but the Mystic Arts kept spawning and kept getting stronger to the point that I died at the end of that battle. It wasn't fun, and I was like, that's it, I'm done with the playthrough. You could always watch the ending of this on YouTube, so that's pretty much what happened. fine because I kind of already seen the quest, that side quest online at some point, so it was fine.
It's over.
Okay, what else?
Celestial roar.
Hey, I do plan to do playthroughs on Berseria and redo my Vesperia playthrough. Because in my Vesperia playthrough, I missed all the side quests, and it wasn't really a good playthrough to begin with. It was actually really badly managed. I did not manage that playthrough well. So I will be redoing that for fun and doing all the quests in that one in the second playthrough.
Celestial roar.
Because when I played Vesperia, I missed a good portion of side quest. I missed probably like 70% of side quest. And I didn't like that, so I want to redo that playthrough, but being like more like relaxed in it instead of just focusing on the story.
Justice blood ribbon. Move it. I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away.
Yeah, now we'll be doing a Berseria playthrough, and it will be the second time I play the game because... And... yeah. I went to New Game Plus, but when I played Berseria, it was on my laptop, so I don't have the save files on here, so... yeah.
Now,
And it's also kind of like I want to do both playthroughs before Arise. Tales of Arise comes out, so I could be kind of prepared for that. I mean, obviously the games aren't connected, I know that, but it kind of prepares for me for like the next Tales game, which will obviously keep the same gameplay mechanics and all that stuff. Also, I can't wait for Arise, like at least more information and also the English trailers, English voice actors, English demo. I can't wait for all that. And I will be not looking into so much information the moment it is like when a release date is revealed, I will stop looking into it, so.
watch yourself. Iron Blossom. Stargazer.
Also, I'm gonna end the stream soon and probably after this quest is done. I still got things to do, and I want to get working on them soon.
Celestial roar.
Also, for this one little project I'm working on, I have to like keep working on like the concept sheets for it, because like I'm looking back at the ones I've done so far, and I had to redo some of them because the ones I've done weren't very good looking. Like, I had to adjust colors and fix them and fix some things. It's not gonna be easy because I did lazy line art. I wouldn't say lazy, it's more like I did a more cleaner line art stuff, and it's not easy kind of replicating it.
Celestial roar. I'll blow you all away.
What else to talk about?
Finale ribbon.
Okay, for some reason my eyes just looked at the pink bean button, and I literally thought that was something else. My brain just kind of like... I don't know why, it's just random.
Move it. I'll blow you all away.
Okay, and one more that quickly.
Celestial roar! Finale ribbon!
Also, I want to keep looting the misos because I need all these misos to upgrade my arcane orbs. Yeah, these arcane symbols. Why do they have to not be cumulative? Why do I have to spend like 100k, 100 mil mesos on them?
Melody cry! Pretty! I'll blow you all away! I'll blow you all away! Celestial roar!
Okay, I'm trying to go through this quickly so I could end this stream because I really have to do something later this afternoon, so...
Celestial roar! Celestial
Also, I want to keep looking through this Tumblr tag. And again, yes, it's Tumblr. Eh. Well, it's also kind of like, if I try to search on Twitter, I'm not going to get results because people name their posts differently. Like, people have different captions. So it's kind of hard to find some things. Like, find people talking about stuff. Well, mainly for like, Trails, because Trails is kind of like, changes, like, yeah.
This fit for you!
Anyways, finish this up. Thanks for the follow.
1, 2, 3! I'll blow you all away! Finale ribbon!
Yeah, like before the stream, I was like looking at fan art or like posts on Tumblr related to the Trail series. And at this point, I am slowly spamming my own likes page with a bunch of Trails fan art, and I want to keep looking at it all because a lot of them is so nice.
I'll blow you all away!
I wish Cold Steel 3 was on PC though. It doesn't have a PC release. It only has PlayStation 4.
Celestial roar!
Also, even though I'm watching playthroughs on Cold Steel 3, I actually still plan to play the game in the future.
Celestial roar!
Actually, since I might be playing Cold Steel 4 when that comes out in English myself. It's not gonna be a playthrough though because I don't think I want to record a Trails game on my channel. I'll play it myself, but not as a Let's Play.
Justice Blood ribbon! I'll blow you all away!
And what else?
Light me up! I'll blow you all away!
And also, when I do play Cold Steel 3 and 4 myself, I'm actually gonna use a guide to like get all the AP in the game.
Blow you all away!
Because I have a feeling I'm not gonna get all the AP, and I'm gonna mess up a lot with choices. So I'm pretty much gonna use the guide with that because I want to kind of get most of the stuff on first playthrough. And there's no way I'm ever going to be like playing on the hardest difficulty to get achievements. That is never going to happen. I'm gonna drive myself crazy if I have to play a really hard difficulty to get 100% achievement.
Do I really have to wear this?
I'm still not over that there are game. There is like one of the games I played. I'm still not over that. For that game.
1, 2,
Oops.
3, a million!
I'm still not over that one game I played. Like there's achievements of playing the entire game without dying at all, and it's like, how? Eh. anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. I also have to do other things. Yeah. I talked about a lot of stuff today, and my throat is dry. Yeah, my throat's dry from talking a lot. Here's a little bunny. All my chairs. So many chairs. Yeah. So yeah, If Story updated to the Glory update, and after just doing that for like 10 minutes, just decided to start talking about a bunch of stuff. And there's not gonna be anything new until maybe a bit later, or like probably December. So I will be streaming again when those updates happen. I'll still stream, but it's mostly just gonna be related to art streams. Because on my Twitch, if I'm not playing a game, like doing a Let's Play, like recently was AI to Somnium Files, which is a fun game. I recommend it. Don't watch other people play the game unless you play it yourself, or unless you don't want to play it yourself or something. It's a good game. And at the moment, I have no new Let's Plays to do because I don't feel like playing a new one until after my classes are over. Like, I might be starting a Tales game soon, so Tales of Berseria or Vesperia again. I really want to redo my Vesperia playthrough. I don't like how I did the first one. It's bad. Really bad. I skipped all the side quests and all the story side quests. So that's the reason. Anyways, that's still up for debate until the foreseeable future, and yeah, for the time being, I'm probably gonna go back to drawing pictures on stream. And go be seeing all my art that I will probably end up not sharing for like weeks. Because I draw really slow. And from time to time, I might be playing Maplestory or a different MMO in between. So yeah, that'll be all for today. Yeah, that'll be all for this stream. Next stream will definitely be another art stream, and well, maybe I might be playing games next week because I'm on fall break, going to be on fall break soon. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream.